Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another pregnancy vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about weeks 33 to 35. And I guess I should start by saying that mommy brain, pregnancy brain, preggy. Oh my god, pregnancy fogginess is such a real thing. We were at the doctor's office this morning, and my doctor's office is in the hospital that I'm delivering in. We went to go pre-register. That way when I am actually in labor, we don't have to register and like fill out a bunch of paperwork anyway. So I was filling out the paperwork and I filled it out so wrong. And the woman was so sweet. She was like, "It's okay, don't worry about it." I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm so tired already and my brain is so foggy." So anyway, that symptom is so real. All right, so weeks 33 to 35. Let's talk about some of the symptoms I've been feeling. The first thing I have on my list is just feeling large. Just feeling really heavy. My belly has been growing, which is a great thing, right? Baby is growing. I think I've had 2 doctor's appointments since the last time we spoke, and everything is checking out. He looks really great. The doctors are really happy, but that just means that I am lugging around. I like to call it a bowling ball. I just feel very heavy, and so it's very difficult now to like, if I drop something on the floor, it's staying on the floor. Putting on my socks, Jeff, my husband, will tell you, it's been really funny. I've texted him a few times, and my right sock, for whatever reason, I'm okay with. I can like put on my right sock. My left, I have the hardest time. So sometimes I have to have him come up and help me. And putting on pants is hard. Just like any like activity in general is really difficult. The thing that has been definitely the hardest for the past 2 weeks, and it's not gonna get better anytime soon, and like I totally understand that, is sleep. Sleep, my old long forgotten friend. I can't remember the last time I got a good night's sleep, and it's funny because I told my doctor today I've been experiencing a lot of shortness of breath, and it's been really hard for me to breathe. And I feel like it's a mixture of, I've had some congestion for the past, like since maybe even I mentioned it in my last pregnancy vlog, definitely weeks 33 to 35, congestion. And not just like the type of congestion you can get rid of. Like during the day I'm okay, but it's at night where like I think it's my left nostril, like gets totally, it's TMI, but it gets clogged up. It's gross. Like I have such a hard time breathing, but I think it's a mixture of that plus the fact that he's just getting so much bigger, and it's so hard for me to take a full deep breath, especially when I'm sleeping. So where was I going with that? Oh my gosh, just sleep in general has been really difficult. And I mentioned it to my doctor today, and she was like, you know, I think it might be like adaptive too, like that it's your body's way of preparing you for not sleeping for more than 2 hours at a time, and like getting used to waking up periodically. And so yeah, it's really fun. But that's on top of already I'm waking up every like 2 hours to go to the bathroom. Like I have to pee all the time. And I think I may have mentioned this in my last pregnancy vlog about how like the 3rd trimester for me has been this like weird rewind back to the 1st trimester. It's like exactly the same, if not, it's probably a little bit worse, to be honest. Because I had a few weeks during my 1st trimester where I had to go to the bathroom a lot, but nothing like this. Oh my goodness. I get up, it's a good night. It's like a fantastic night if I only get up 2 times to go to the bathroom during the nighttime. But these past few nights, it's been like at least 4 times, if not 5 or 6. So yeah, that's been an interesting adjustment. And listen, I can like totally appreciate the idea of like my body trying to prepare me for the inevitable of like when this infant is here and I'm waking up every 2 hours. So that I can appreciate for sure. It's just such a funny time because I'm still working. I'm working until next week, I believe. So I'm still working. Like I still need to like function. Not to say that like when I have my newborn I don't have to function, but I definitely, you know, like it's just you and the newborn, at least for me to start with. That'll be the case. And so I guess I won't have to worry so much about like my brain functioning properly. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna have to like go out into the world and be like a functioning human. And so that's just been the funniest part, is the lack of sleep and then how it's been impacting me like functioning and doing my job and stuff. But yeah, so lots of congestion and the lack of sleep has been a huge part of these past 2 weeks. And then I have been experiencing, especially in the last week, some pelvic discomfort. I don't want to call it pain, but pelvic discomfort. I told my doctor about it today, and she thinks that some of the symptoms I've had could be Braxton Hicks. Last night especially, I woke up at one point to go to the bathroom, duh, and I got back and I started feeling period cramps. And I didn't I felt them, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like, let me time them, let me see. I just kind of went back to bed because I was like, I'm so tired. I need to go to sleep. And so I don't know like how long they lasted, and during the middle of the night too, I have like no concept of anything. So she said that they were probably Braxton Hicks, which is kind of exciting and kind of fun. So yeah, he's moving right now. He's like moving and shaking. He still really loves my right side, even though like right now he's like more so on the left, which is unusual for him. He still totally like loves sitting and just like being on my right side, which makes for some like funny pictures and funny just like moments where I look down at my belly and it's just like just big hump on one side. Okay, so I told you that I have to pee all the time, which is so true. Here's a little TMI for you, because no one mentioned this to me before, and I haven't really heard anyone mention it, and maybe other people don't experience it, but oh my goodness, sweaty underwear. Sweaty underwear have been like the big defining, like weird thing of these past 2 weeks. I just get so sweaty. And it's gross. It's like really gross. I have to change my underwear like 2 to 3 times during the day. And this is like so too much information, but I can't, like, in my head I'm like, what is this? Like, I think it's just, I mean, obviously it's like my belly and the extra weight now I'm carrying, the extra weight I have in my thighs, just like extra weight everywhere. And so I always giggle to myself, and I hate that feeling of like, oh, sweaty underwear is like the worst. I'm grateful that I'm pregnant during the winter time, because I can't even imagine if during the summer I were pregnant, like it would be like my body, because I'm so hot all the time. I'm so hot all the time. And so it would be that plus the heat outside. Oh my God, I'd have to change my clothes literally like probably every few hours. But yeah, I've been dealing with some sweaty underwear, which is pretty gross, but just the truth. And nothing fits me anymore, officially. If you watched my pregnancy wardrobe essentials video, what I showed you in that video is pretty well everything that fits me right now. So those pregnancy leggings, I'm now rotating between those 2 black over the belly panel leggings, the gray pair of black panel leggings, and 1 pair of black sweatpants that now appear to be leggings. So those 4 pair of pants are the only pairs that fit me, like, and that I can wear out. And everything else just doesn't fit anymore. And so that happened, I want to say about a week and a half ago, when officially I was like, okay, I can no longer wear because up until that point, I'd been doing really well with wearing my Lululemon leggings, especially my Lululemon high-waisted leggings. They were doing a really great job. They weren't going completely over my bump, but like they were going about halfway up, and I felt good, and I didn't feel like I was stretching them out too much. But Lord, a week and a half ago, I was like, okay, officially, like these don't fit anymore, because my belly was getting so big that they won't sit up on top of my belly anymore. They'll roll down, like cut off the circulation to my hips. So yeah, officially, I am just rotating now between about four pairs of pants. I do want to go to make a few stops to buy some, like I need some just black baggy big sweatpants, or not sweatpants, but like lounge pants that I can wear after, because I am starting to put together my hospital bag, which is really exciting. I have a few boxes from Amazon over there. I think this weekend I'm going to start putting together my hospital bag and getting it ready, because I'm going to be 9 months pregnant, and I've had so many people say to me like, oh, I went 2 weeks early, I went 3 weeks early. And I know with your first baby, it's not very common to go early. It's more common to go late. But, and up until this point, I had been very like nonchalant or like easygoing with the whole like, oh, well, we'll set up the bassinet, but we don't want to set it up too soon, and eventually we'll wash his clothes. And I can't believe now it's getting to that point where I feel like, okay, like now's the time, like we need to do this. So I think actually this weekend as well, we're going to be washing all his clothes bolting some of the dressers to the wall. I'll do my hospital bag, and I think we're going to set up the bassinet this weekend. So I think we're just going to try to do a lot of like the home stuff this weekend. And I wanted to start vlogging again because I used to vlog a lot down in Florida. And then when we moved up here, just things got crazy and just like settling back into life. So let me know if you're interested in me vlogging. I really want to vlog, especially the weeks before he gets here. Like what a crazy thing to be able to look back on. And then I want to vlog his, like, obviously his birth and his arrival back home. I think that'll be so cute. So yeah, maybe I'll start that this weekend with all of our like preparations. And yeah, like the room so far is coming together. If you guys have been obviously keeping up, you will know that we renovated the space. And so it looks good. There's still things that need to be like, put away. And I think that, again, like will happen with this weekend with cleaning and sorting and organizing. My baby shower is next weekend, which we couldn't have waited till the last minute more. But I'm really excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that he stays inside until then. I think that'll be fun. Let's get back on track with the symptoms. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys that has been like kind of comical has been my swollen feet. My feet are still really swollen. They get progressively worse throughout the day, but now that there's like a base level of swollenness that I have, just especially like right when I wake up. They're pretty swollen right like above my toes and pretty swollen around my ankles. And the doctor was like, you need to put your feet up. Like, have you been resting and like putting your feet up and elevating? And I was like, as much as I can, like, you know, we've been busy and I've been busy. And again, like I'm still working. My plan is to stop working next week. So that'll be nice just in terms of like actually getting to relax and put my feet up. So up until now, like, you know, I rest when I can, but what am I going to do, you know? So they've definitely, and I took a picture of them one day because it was just so funny. I was wearing socks, like ankle socks, I believe, and leggings, and part of my ankle was exposed. And so when I took off my socks and I took off my leggings, you could see like the rim around my ankle was so swollen. So I started wearing socks that go pretty high up and then leggings over that just to compress everything. And that way when I take off my leggings and socks at the end of the night, my ankles and my feet are swollen, but it's not terrible. I also have written here that I had headaches all during the 33rd week and I had to take Tylenol. That was something that I had brought up to my doctor because I got nervous thinking like, oh my gosh, what if I have preeclampsia? Because I started getting headaches and my vision, not that my vision was blurry, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I started convincing myself my vision was blurry or what, and then added my swollen like semi hands and feet. And so all during the 33rd week, lots of headaches. Eventually I had to take a Tylenol, and it's not like I'm against taking Tylenol, but I always have figured like if I can get through it by myself, like I'll get through it by myself. But the headaches got so bad, and it was just on my right side that I had to take a Tylenol. And I told the doctor, and then like the next day they went away. It was the weirdest thing. So I'm guessing it was like just like one of those weird like weekly symptoms where just out of nowhere for a week I had headaches. But I'm glad that they didn't stick around for sure. Really funny thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, because I had said in a few videos back that I had bought the Belly Bandit. And I was like, oh, I'll make a review video on it. I'll let you guys know how I like it. Can I tell you that I wore that Belly Bandit for 1 week and then I lost it. I literally lost it. I have no idea where it is. This was before the holidays. I wore the Belly Bandit the week before Christmas. And I remember the last day I wore it was the 23rd. And I worked that morning and I got in my car around like, 12:30. I was done in the afternoon, and I took off the Belly Bandit, and then we were getting ready obviously for the holidays, and my in-laws were coming, and so we were cleaning a lot and like sorting things, and Jeff was coming home too, so it was kind of crazy. But then, so then I was thinking about the Belly Bandit, but I was like, oh, like I'm sure I'll find it. It's probably somewhere like in the mixture of all the stuff that's everywhere. But I couldn't find it. And then we started doing the renovations about mid-January. And I was like, well, if there's ever a time to find the Belly Bandit, like now would be it, because we literally like gutted my bedroom, like gutted this room, went through everything, and then put everything back. I can't find it for the life of me. I cannot find it. I think I genuinely lost it, which is so funny because I don't normally lose things, especially something like that like wasn't inexpensive. It was like 40 bucks, I think. I used it for 1 week, just one. So unfortunately, I can't really review it for you. I liked it while I was using it. Luckily, I haven't really felt like an insane need for it now. Like I haven't felt like I needed it terribly. I'm sure it would help, especially with like him being so heavy toward the evening. But yeah, I just lost it. So that's really fun. And yeah, what else? I've been taking a lot of baths and showers these past 2 weeks, which has been really lovely. They've almost felt like necessary. I've had a few days where I've just felt like, oh my gosh, I have to take a bath or like I have to take a shower. And that's so not me. Like if I'm being so honest with you, I've never been one to like, I love baths, but they've always been like very like luxury to me. Like, oh, I'll take a bath like, you know, like once every 2 weeks or something. And showering, like I like, cause it makes me clean, but I've never, I don't know. I've never been the one to like think like, oh my gosh, I love showering so much. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't, but these past few weeks, I've definitely like felt the need to not shower every single day, but like, you know, like maybe every other day and then like take a bath in between. It's just very different for me. Like very, very different. So I don't know what that's all about. Today, so the doctor's appointment we went to today, I had my Strep B test. And for those of you who may not know, because I had no idea, you do your Strep B test around the 36th week. And it's a test that, I guess they test for this Strep B, I don't know what you'd call it, like bacteria that can be transmitted from you to baby while the baby's coming out of your birth canal and can give your baby, I believe, chlamydia or some other sort of like STD. It's not good. So they test everyone for it. They tested like me for it today. I don't know when I forgot to ask like when we would get the results back, but we are officially starting next week, going every single week. So we have a doctor's appointment next Wednesday on Valentine's Day. And like starting next week, we have appointments every single week until he comes, which is really exciting and really fun. So I'm guessing like I'll find out maybe next week if I passed or not. And if you don't pass the Strep B test or if it comes up positive, then you have to do, I think, 4 rounds of antibiotics in the hospital while you're in labor, which is like not the most fun thing, but you know, say la vie, like if it happens sort of thing. So yeah, that was an interesting test. I will just tell you this much, that they swab everything, like they swab both of your like nether regions. So if you, I'm a little bit modest when it comes to that type of stuff. I don't like I've never loved like just, and I know everyone always says to me like, well, you'll get over that in the hospital. And like, I'm sure I will, because at the end of the day, like I have to push a baby out of me and like it has to come out. But I've never been comfortable with that type of stuff with like anyone, like, you know what I mean? So anyway, it was not exactly the most comfortable thing, but she's so great. My doctor's so great. And she did it quickly and like it was no fuss, but just not my favorite. So anyway, we'll find out about that soon. And yeah, we have the doctor's appointment next Wednesday, which is exciting. And they said that next week we will start being monitored. So next week they are going to hook me up to a fetal monitor, I believe, and just have me be there for like a half hour to 45 minutes. Just kind of monitoring the baby, making sure the baby's heart rate looks okay, making sure that just baby looks healthy and happy and that I'm doing okay and stuff. So that'll be fun. That'll be different. And she said the appointments will last obviously now a little bit longer moving forward, about an hour. And yeah, it's getting so real, which is nuts. And we're really, really excited. We're really excited. I'm looking forward to this weekend in terms of like getting my hospital bag together, getting the baby's hospital bag together as much as I can. Because we haven't had the baby shower yet, it's a little tricky because there are definitely some items that I know I want in my hospital bag that I registered for. So I'm still kind of, you know, waiting to see if I get those. And if I don't, then I'll just go out and buy them. Not a big deal. And yeah, let me show you my bump. And then I think that's everything I wanted to share. So let me just back it up. Oh, getting up and sitting down too has been very difficult. Okay, here's the belly. So you can definitely see he is a big boy. And right now my belly actually looks quite round, which is great because normally it's just like one big lump because he sits on the right side. So it's nice that he right now is sort of like evenly distributed. But yeah, and the doctor today, when she was listening to his heartbeat, it sounded, his head was down, like he's in a good position, so all is well. But yeah, here's the belly. And that's it, guys. So that's the update. I'm going back and I'm not sure if I'm going to start doing weekly updates from now moving forward, or if I'll do like 36 weeks to 38 and then do weekly. But I'm sure I will talk to you soon. And thank you guys so much for watching and being so supportive. I can't believe that we're like nearing the end of this. It's so insane. And my husband and I were talking just last night, I think. Like, we can't actually believe that. Like, we know a baby's coming, and like obviously like I have a baby in my belly, but like because we're both first-time parents, and it's just so surreal. Like, we have no idea what to expect. We have no idea like what our lives or how our lives are going to change. And I think that's what makes it so exciting and so surreal. But at this point in time, we're just like, I guess we're ready. Like, I guess we're excited. We're ready. And it's so nuts. So anyway, all right, I'm going to let you go now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to y'all really soon. Bye, guys.